No?
Okay.
అంటే వీళ్ళు వచ్చేసారనమాట. ఓకే.
Yeah. I will talk to you later.
Yep. Hi guys. A very good morning, all of you. Hope all of you can hear me.
Yeah.
Anyone, guys? Can you please confirm? Is I'm audible?
Yes, you are
Yes,
audible.
sir.
Right. And is my voice is clear or any disturbance or anything like that? Or is it clear?
Is it clear? Okay, yes, clear.
Okay, it's clear. Okay, fine. Yeah, just before starting the session, guys. So this is your first interaction with me. So, and that too, it is a demo session only, guys. So we don't go for more and more concepts in the demo sessions. So just what we are going to do, guys, we are going to just give you some introduction, like what is data science. So, and apart from that, main important thing is instead of understanding about what is a data science in the demo, so most of you, most of the participants and most of the learners are having a lot of questions. Like, can I learn? They have a little bit questions. A lot of questions will be there, like as part of their prior experience. And apart from that, can I learn the data science or not? Or sir, I heard that if you want to learn data science, you have to require maths and all these things. How much extent it is required? So what we are going to do, guys, just I'm going to take some few demo sessions. I'm going to take it just within one day. I cannot explain you the complete about this particular program and all these things. I'll take 3 or 4 demo sessions. We are going to take it. There are free demos only. There are going to be free demos only, so we can attend at a free of cost. So after the completion of the demos, you'll understand like what is our training program, what you are going to learn, so that you can also decide whether you fit to this particular training or not, whether you can learn or not, what type of roles, what type of job opportunities we can find. All this we will get a complete understanding in this, whatever the demo session, guys. Please attend the demo session first. After that, we can think about that. Next classes. Okay. So before going to the discussion, guys, I just want to introduce myself. So I just want to tell you about my experience, guys. So I don't wait that much time, just a 2 minutes, guys. This is just a summary of my experience, guys. So almost all I'm having 21 plus years of experience, guys. Almost all I'm having 21 plus years of experience. And my complete 21 years of experience, I started in year 2003, guys. So now it is almost all, it is going to be closer to, it is almost all 22. Almost all, it is closer to 22. I started in the month of March approximately. So it is closer to, which is going to be 22 years of experience, guys. So my complete 21 years of experience is on data. Every day from the last 21 years, every day I look at the data. I work with the data. I manipulated, I done a lot of analysis on that particular data. So how I started here is first, initially when I started my career in 2003, I started with the database management. I think you know that, right? What is a database management? SQL, Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, SQL, PL SQL, T-SQL programming. You know that, right? Little bit of the knowledge about that. So mainly it is for database management, managing of data. So we'll always works on the data itself, selecting the data, inserting the data, modifying the data. So all these are completely working with the data itself. After that, after working of almost all 4 or 5 years of time on the database management, at that time, guys, in 2003, there are very hot jobs. Nowadays, there is no importance for database management, but in 2003, there is a hot jobs used to be there. So at that time, we used to train the people, almost all 150, 160 students per a class. We used to teach it in one session. 150, 160 students used to be there. But nowadays, not even 10 people will come to these classes. So importance was decreasing, guys. Why? Means automation. Everything has been automated. ChatGPT, everything has came. Everyone able to find the queries and everything was able to done. Okay. After that, I moved to database administration also. It's an administration task, like you know that, right? Security, automation, scheduling, disaster recovery plannings. Okay. And apart from that, high availability concepts like database mirroring, log shipping, replication. These are my expertise in the database administration. And after that, I moved to business intelligence, guys. Almost all up to 2014, I worked on the business intelligence tools, various business intelligence tools like Informatica, ETL, data stage. Apart from that, SSRS reporting, SSIS, SSAS analysis. I worked on a couple of years on ETL analysis, reporting, etc. And after that, from 2014 to 2017, I was into the big data systems like Hadoop, Spark, Pig, Hive, Scoop, MapReduce, HDFS. All these have been my expertise during that particular 3 years of time. And from 2017 to till date, guys, almost all it is 8 years, almost all. It is almost all 8 years experience on the data science. So coming to the data science, guys, I'm almost all having 8 years of experience. And coming to my certifications, I have done one certification program, an advanced certification program from IIIT Hyderabad. So you know that, right? IIIT, IITs provides the major, which is going to be in the trainings, this particular, the certification program from various IITs and IIITs provide. And you know that you may hear about that cost is very high, approximately 2 lakhs, 2.5 lakhs, they will charge us for a very short time period. My training is on only for 3 months of time. And the costing is almost all 1.7 lakhs are paid for the training program. So, and after that, I was a freelancing trainer, basically collaborated with many training academies. Like as today you joined from DURGASOFT, not only DURGASOFT, I works on various training academies platforms also. I worked and conducted many academic as well as corporate level training programs. Like some recently I have done with Future Ends and CGI, Deloitte, like this. These are some of my companies, Optum. So these are my some of the corporate training, the consultants, what I can say that. So that's it, guys. This is about my experience, so that you will come to know about like you are going to learn, because you need not to. I'll talk about everything, guys. So it's not only just I works only on data science. You ask me only about data science. I can speak about data science. I can speak about databases. I can speak about business intelligence. I also talks about cloud. Cloud means not again all cloud services. Everything related to our cloud services like data science, machine learning, cloud services. So I was related to those particular things. So generalize with 21 years of experience. Even I can explain a Java program also, but I don't know how to write a Java program. That much confidently I cannot write. I can write it by searching in the internet and all these things. I can write a Java program, but I was not an expert in the Java and all this programming side. My complete experience on the Java itself. Sorry, on the data itself. Okay. So anyhow, that is about myself, guys. And as I already said that I'm going to give you approximately 3 to 4 demos. I'm going to free demos we are going to conduct, guys. So, and one more thing is also mainly the main thing is technically you may not have any questions from your side, but there are going to be non-technical. The non-technical questions, lot of questions will come from your side regarding the training program, in pre-training or during the training. So you have a lot of doubts and you don't have a lot of confusions during that particular time. So if you have any such kind of a doubts, guys, generally at the end of the today's program, already it is 8:20, maybe a half an hour time I'll take in, guys. So after that I will take some 5-10 minutes. I'll give you the time to take up your questions. If you have any generalized questions, guys, we'll discuss about that. But during that discussion, if you have anything relevant to that, guys, you can unmute yourself and you can speak. If you have any questions related to that, you can speak with me, guys. Okay, unmute yourself and speak. Okay. So the main important thing is, guys, one of the major question that comes from most of you people is using data science. So I'm writing, guys. So I don't, that means I'll type the program, but as part of the theoretical classes, I will write it on this whiteboard, guys. So technology also, I'm going to be uses a lot of technology wise also, I will be very ahead. So I'm using this pen tablet with a digital pen. I will write it, guys. Everything looks like you are sitting in a class. Only thing is you can't see me. If you want, I can also on my webcam also. But generally what I'm doing is I'm using an external monitor. So that's why my monitor, my species and all these things will be a remote. That means it will be separated. So that's why even I don't on my webcam also. If you want anytime, sometimes 1 or 2 times I'll on my webcam, guys. You have to see my face also, right? So who is teaching? At least if you don't have the idea about that, you cannot, we don't get that interest. If you see the person who is teaching you, then you can absolutely will also find some interesting whenever you see the person who is talking behind, just like it is like a phone call otherwise. Okay. So coming to the discussion, guys, like one of the major question here is, the major question that most of the people ask me here is, sir, using this data science, okay, data science, AI, ML, NLP, deep learning, there are a lot of questions are there, guys. Okay, there is a lot of topics are also going to be there. So we'll discuss about all the topics. So within one day itself, I cannot make you understand all of them. But what we are going to do here is, guys, so using this data science, what type of applications you do in our real time? That means in real time, where do you use the data science? That is what is our main first question. The most of the people comes here, guys. So that means simply I'll say that which is going to be where this data science is going to be implemented, where this particular data science is implemented. That is what we have to do. What type of applications? So what type of applications we can do with this help of this particular data science? For example, let us say that if I was teaching some software like Java or some .NET or some other thing, guys, I can explain very easily. For example, I can say that. Just I can say then, guys. For example, let me open a website, guys. For example, let me open a website like for example, Amazon.com, or it may be some bank. Let us say some ICICI bank. I'm going to open the ICICI bank website. I'm going to be opening, guys. A banking website I'm opening, guys. So I think all of you know about a little bit. See, even you are not experts in that, at least you came here to learn data science. Means I can expect that you are not that much like a beginner level, not completely like a beginner level. At least you have some idea about what is programming and what is all these things. So anybody, guys, try to be interactive also, guys. It is not a video training, right? So please try to interact with this, interact with me, guys. Whenever if I ask any question, please try to answer them. Yes or no, at least. Okay, don't be dumb. Okay, anybody tell me, guys, how this website has been got developed, guys? Anybody having any idea about that? Like what technologies are used to design this website, guys? Anyone?
HTML,
Mm,
CSS,
mm,
JavaScript, and one framework
mm.
like Django.
Django, or maybe
One,
something like UI designer like React JS,
yeah.
maybe whatever, maybe, isn't it? So using, let us say, why do you require HTML, or why do you require a JavaScript, or why do you require a which is going to be, or it may be the design and functional code may be written with the help of Java. We don't know what they have written there, but maybe some design, maybe they have used a .NET also. They may have used a .NET, or they may use some other thing. Does not matter. We don't know. But I can say that, yes, this is an application, or this is a web application which was developed by Python, or which is developed by some other frameworks, like some other thing, whatever it may be, I can explain them. Same as it is, same as it is, which is going to be something like, I can show you some applications also, guys. Like, for example, we have a WhatsApp applications are there. Okay, or it is going to be some other applications I can tell you, and these are designed by Python, or designed by Java, or designed by some other thing. But when it comes to this data science, guys, what type of applications we do in real time? I cannot explain that application directly. Means I cannot show the application directly, guys. I can discuss one small application. Like, for example, let us, if you speak to a banking people, for example, if you speak to a banking person, let us go to a loans department. If you have any of your friends, directly if you go to a bank and ask them, they don't reveal all the business logics and all these things. For example, if any of your friend is there, or any of your relatives, or anybody is there who is working in a banking, so ask them. So your banking is having some loans department is there. So whenever a customer comes and applies a loan, what will happen? Apply loan. So what happened here is whether the loan should be approved or whether loan should not be approved. So whether the loan is approved, or whether it is going to be, let us say, rejected. So how do you take this kind of a decisions? What they will say is, if you speak to a person who is working in the loans department in a banking or any finance, financial institutes, or whatever we say that, or financial firms. So they says that only one thing. So what they will say is, um, we don't do anything. We don't take, nowadays I'm talking about, not for example 10 years or 15 years or 20 years before. So now they are saying that they currently, what is the current situation? They say that is, we don't do anything. What we will do is, we have one AA system was there with us, or we have some system. System is nothing but one application only. There is one system is there. To the system, these customers who has applied the loan, those details, those particular customers details, we are going to feed it to the system. What details they will forward to them, like what is the age of the person, what is the gender, and what is going to be the salary earning. And apart from that, like what is the loan amount, what is the duration of the loan. something, duration of the loan, what is the purpose of the loan. Like that, they will feed some data to this particular system. Now, the system will take the decision whether the loan is approved or whether the loan should be rejected. The system is going to take the decision. That means we don't do anything. There is an AI system is there. There is going to be an AI system is there. What is that AI definitions and all these things? We'll discuss it later, guys. Right now, it is not required. So there is an AI system is going to be there. So to that system, we'll just feed some data to them. That AI system will take a decision. That system says that to this person, give this loan, to this person, don't give the loan. That system will tell you. We don't take any decision. According to that, we'll take the whether the loan should be given or loan should not be given. That will tell the machine will tell us, and based on that, we'll take a decision. That is what the banking people says that. Then the question here is how this AI system knows. That means why this system is giving the approval for this customer, or why this system is rejecting the loan for this particular customer. How it knows. Internally, obviously, see, you know that whenever a system want to perform something, internally some program has to be written. For example, just now we discussed about that. Whenever I went to this particular ICICI website, whenever I just click on this particular, for example, I want to log into the, which is going to be personal internet banking. I want to connect it. So whenever I click here, so it has to navigate to this website. For that, they will write some internal program and they will enter some user ID and they will enter some password. So whatever the user ID and password they have given and say login, it has to verify whether the username and password is valid or not. According to that only, it will identify whether it is going to be, that means they will identify internal their logic and they will identify whether that login and password is going to be correct or not. So internal some functional coding is going to be written, some program is going to be written. Will they write any such kind of a program in an AI system? The answer is going to be no, guys. The answer is no. We don't write any program. Then when you don't write any program, how the AI system knows that? So did you written any program like something like if age is, for example, age is less than 30 years. Okay, simply you say that loan status is equal to loan, which is going to be nothing but is rejected. Did you write any such kind of a programs you written? No, I didn't written any program, guys. Then how this AI system knows that this person should be given the loan or this person should not be given the loan? Simple example I can tell you guys. For example, if I ask you a question, can you tell me tomorrow, for example, I'm asking that tomorrow, whether it is going to rains or not. For example, I'm asking you tomorrow, can you tell me will it rains or will it does not rains? How do you take this decision, guys? You know that. How do you take a decision? We don't say that I'll toss a coin. We don't say like this, no, guys. I'll toss a coin. If the result of tossing a coin is when I tossed a coin, okay, I'll toss a coin there. If it is head, I will say it is going to be S. That means tomorrow it will rain. And if it is a tail, I'm going to say that it is no. I don't do like this, right? I don't do like this. So for example, just an example to say that, like for example, yesterday, the cricket match, some champion trophy is going on. So the India and the which is going to be the Pakistan match was there. Who will win the match? So we don't say that I'll head toss a coin. If it is head, the India will win. If it is tail, it is going to be. So there is some analysis we have done. So like how the players, mainly, the main important is from the last 10 matches, how the Indian team performance was there. From the last 10 matches, how which is Pakistan, the performance was there. So how many batsmen are there? How many batsmen are there in Pakistan? How many bowlers are there? How many all-rounders are there? What are their score performance? Okay, what is going to be their previous, what is going to be last 10 matches, individual scores and individual performance? Isn't it? So what you are doing, guys, you are looking at the past, last 10 years, so last 10 matches, how the performance was there. Isn't it? So that is what we are going to do that. Same as it is only here also, guys. What is this AI system will do, guys? What is the AI system is going to do is we don't write any program. Then how the decision will be taken? AI system has been learned by itself only, guys. It has been learned by itself only. It has been learned. The AI system has learned. So to whom I have to give the loan, to whom I should not give the loan. Just like I said that no. So what is the team performance from the last 10 matches or what is the individual performance in the last 10 matches? So in these matches, the team has won. In these matches, the team has lost. So why? What is the analysis? Here in this particular match, they have won. Why? Because the opposite team is weak, or maybe the best bowlers are there, or best batsmen are there. Like that, we'll analyze the data. Same here also, guys. The AI system has been learned by itself only. Then how it has been learned? We have given the past customers data. We have given the past customers data was given to it. So past customers means from the last 10 years, my bank is operating. We given the loans to various customers. Some of them has repaid the loan. Some of them has not repaid the loans. They delayed the loans. They stopped paying the EMIs. So we know the customer's status, who has paid the loan, who has not paid the loan, who delayed the loan, okay, who stopped paying the loans, who has paid the loans on promptly. So we know the complete status about the customers. So their ages are available with us, their genders are available with us, their salaries at that time, the amount of loans, everything has been given to the machines, and the machines has been studied by themselves. That means the system has learned by itself only from the past data. That is the reason machines are learning, guys. Machines are learning. That's why we call this technique is going to be nothing but what we call it as a machine learning, what we are going to call it as, right? We know that, right? One of the terminology called as machine learning. So see, there are so many other terminologies are there, guys. Nowadays, we are talking about something about the generative AI, and some other new terminology also has been came, guys. A new terminology also has been came. So machine learning, deep learning, NLP, AI, okay, generative AI, prompt engineering, whatever you work with this, guys, the first important is going to be machine learning, guys. Without the machine learning, if you learn anything, guys, see, recently some training academies have started generative AI. So immediately so many people spent a lot of money joining the generative AI classes. But after joining, they came to know that initially they says that for generative AI, we don't require anything at all. Without anything, we cannot learn generative AI, guys. Compulsory, first of all, machine learning is required. Any topic, first of all, start with machine learning. After that, you decide, guys. Actually speaking is after machine learning only, you have to learn something about the deep learning. After deep learning, you have to learn about generative AI. But only thing is, to learn the generative AI, you need not to be an expertise in that. At least you should know what is machine learning, what is deep learning. So instead of learning for 3 months of time, it is not required. Just if you want to learn generative AI, just 1 month you learn it. 1 month, just a 15 days of machine learning and 15 days of deep learning. Just get some idea. You don't require the implementation. How it will work only we have to know that. After that, you learn generative AI, then you can understand it, guys. Why? Because for generative AI, compulsory, we have to require something called as encoders and decoders topic is going to be required. So don't worry about these terminologies, guys. For some people, it is completely new. Maybe you heard about machine learning, deep learning, generative AI. But what is encoders and decoders? This is part of your deep learning process. So without understanding, you need not to understand how the encoders, decoders are going to be implemented. You have to know how it will works. What is the concept behind that? What is the mass behind that? That is the only thing what we have to understand, guys. Okay. So what is an AI systems are going to be nothing but, guys, in AI system, what the AI systems will do, guys, just like a humans, they will take the decisions, guys. Self-driving car. Take an example of a self-driving car. What is a self-driving car, guys? Self-driving car is it is an AI system, right? A self-driving car itself is going to drive itself. Just you have to tell the navigation. So just like a human, whenever there is any, for example, any other vehicle is going ahead. So the car, we have to slow down. Whenever there is a red signal comes, we have to stop. Whenever there is a green signal, we can go. Isn't it? So how to take the left direction? If you are going for left direction, how do you give a left indication? When you're going for right, how do you give the right indication? AI system is nothing but what we can say is it is going to be mimics, which is going to be human behavior. We'll discuss a lot about this, guys. A lot of things are there, which is going to be mimics the human behavior. That means which can just behaves like an human. How the humans are going to behave same as it is going to be. In terms of business perspective, we can say that not only that, in coming days also, we know that, guys, there are nowadays AI chefs are coming. So what is a AHF is going to be those guys? What is a AHF? So depending on that particular requirement or depending on the human, for example, AHF is nothing but, for example, let us say that you, just like an example, you have here the use like this guys. So let us say that a person came to the restaurant. So once he enters, he has to enter his details. Dental detail means in coming future is not required. Some identification, some just it is going to be identification, it is going to be there. Immediately what will come guys? All the health profile is going to come guys. So what will happen now? Depending on the health profile, so the AHF is going to recommend. So this much is going to be the types of the foods what we recommend. So you're a diabetic, so you require more and more of carbohydrates or less carbohydrates. I think I was not in that, right? So I think diabetic people should not eat more carbohydrates. I think so, right? And high protein also they should not take it. High sugar levels they should not take it, isn't it? So it will decide it. So this person is having a blood pressure. He's taking some medication on the blood pressure because everything is available, guys. Everything is available. When I go to an hospital to have a medical checkup, immediately that information will be given to some other which is going to be third party. So from third party, it will be distributed across that. So really that internet has gotten, which is going to be a lot of changes in our, not only in the technology in our real life case, even our lifestyle, food, the behavior, everything is going to be under the control of the machines. We don't know guys, but in coming future, it will be completely under the control of the machines only, isn't it? So they are taking the decisions, we are following up them. That's it. So to make our activities simplified and it is going to be efficient only. Okay. So coming to the practical guys. So the bank people says that we have an AA system was there. The AA system was what they have been feeded the, which is going to be, they feed the old customers data, the past customers data that was given to the machine. The machine says that the machine has learned something from the data set. Means the machines has studied like which type of age group of people are delaying the loans, or which type of gender of people are delaying the loans, or which type of, let us say, some employees, the what we can say, employment length means how many years of experience they are having, they are paying the EMIs promptly. Okay, which type of let us say salaries are going to be, they are not paying the EMIs promptly. So they have studied all that particular data guys, the patterns, the hidden patterns and all these things, they have been studied with that. And you know that, right? Humans also can do guys. But the only problem here is when humans are going to trying to understand the data, main it is going to be, all of you know that it's a time consuming. And apart from that, some kind of an complex patterns cannot be identified guys. So very complex patterns will be there. They cannot be identified by the humans. And it is going to be a time consuming will be there. But same thing if you do it with the help of the machines, they are very faster. Obviously, machines are going to be takes less time, guys, and complex patterns can be identified. And apart from that, more and more accuracy also will be there. Whenever humans perform that, maybe the accuracy is going to be less, guys, may not be that much accurate. But for machines, it is going to be more accurately within a less time, and complex patterns can be detected. So if I take, for example, 3-4 days of time, guys, maybe a human may take 3-4 days of time to do some analysis. Machines will take just a 2 to 3 minutes of time to do that analysis, guys. That much difference will be there. That's the reason nowadays lot of research works. Earlier, some years before, guys, these research people we used to see in the news, they used to say that so and so research or some kind of a group of people has done a research on 20 to 25 years. But nowadays, what they are saying that within 3-4 years only, they are doing the analysis and they are completing the research and they are submitting their particular research, isn't it? So why? What is happening there? It is really due to this high computing. Obviously, nowadays computing of the systems has been drastically, it has been increased, guys, and data is also available, guys. Or recently, we can see some experience also. Whenever COVID outbreak, whenever the COVID has came, guys, so that people started saying that it will take to at least 2 to 3 years of time to get the vaccine. But in practical, what happened, guys? Within 6 months, we got one, which is going to be the vaccine has been there. How efficient, that is a different. I think Pfizer or something has been came within 6 months of time. So their clinical research, their analysis has been become faster. They've done the clinical research of 6 months. Within some very short period of time, they made some analysis using the high computing machines and all these machine learning and deep learning and etc. And they have brought up some kind of a results. So machines are going to be learning by themselves, guys. So simple, how the humans behave. As I said that tomorrow whether it rains or not, what we'll do, guys? We don't toss a coin. From the last 10 days, how the climatic conditions are there. For example, from the last 10 days, for example, guys, in the last 10 days, 8 days there was a rain was there. 8 days there was a rain was there, and 2 days there was a no rain was there. Let us say this is our last 10 days climatic conditions. Now at least, so tomorrow whether it rains or not, from the last 10 days if you see, 80% chances that there will be rain, 20% chances that does not rain. So I will say that yes, tomorrow it will rain. But how can you say that? 80% chances only. I cannot say 100% confident it will rain. 80% chances, because the past 10 days probabilities are what I have seen that. I analyzed the past, which is going to be that 5 days or 10 days data, what we can see that. Machine learning is slightly different, guys. Machine learning is also the same thing, but slightly it is going to be different. We'll understand that later, guys. That is a simple probability. That is a simple probability theory, guys. But on what factors it is deciding? On that 8 days, what we'll do, guys? On the 8 days, how that particular temperature was there, how was the humidity was there. The factors will decide, guys. And how the wind was there. Based on that, we'll decide it. So today, what is the temperature? How is the humidity was there? How the wind was there? Based on that, tomorrow I'll decide it. Tomorrow it will rain or whether it does not rain. Or today, whether it rains or does not rain, we'll decide it. Something like that. There is going to be some dependencies will be there. Based on the dependencies only, we are going to study the data, guys. Okay. So the machines are started learning, guys. Obviously, we all of you know that, guys. Initially, what we used to say that whenever the machines, whenever you go to any programming language, when you started learning C language, when I started learning C language almost all, I learned C language almost all 25 years before, guys. 25 years before I started, whenever I was in engineering in second year, I started learning C language. At that time only C language was started. At that time in our graduation, we used to learn something about the Fortran is a language, what we used to use it. But Fortran has been after that replaced with the C language. I think all of you, many of you don't know about what is a Fortran language. So Fortran is basically used for mathematical computation. They used to use it. But nowadays it was not there. It was not there. But still in some old machines, it was there, guys. Fortran is a language was there in some compilers and they are using them. So at that time, what they used to say that, why do you require a programming language? They says that computers cannot think by themselves. The computers cannot act by themselves. So that's why we have to give our instructions. Previously, what we used to say, what the computers are saying is, you give our instructions, I am going to run that instruction. If that instruction is correct, I'll give you a correct result. If that instruction is wrong, I'm going to give a wrong result. But nowadays, what the machines are saying is, you don't give your instructions. You tell me what you are expecting. I want this output. In a simple way, I can tell you, guys. For example, input is 10 and 20. Your output required is going to be 30. If I give the input like this, and I'm saying that, please can you write a program where I have to give the input as 10 and 20 and you have to get the output as 30. Then you have to understand the logic. I've written a simple logic only, guys. So what is the logic behind that? It is addition of two numbers. So you have to identify that. Yes, it is addition of two numbers. According to that, you have to write a program for that. But nowadays, what the machines are saying is, you tell me what is your output, you tell me what is your input. I'll give you like this, guys. 10, 20 and output should be 30. 100 and 200 output should be 300. I'll tell only this input only to the machine. Then machine will automatically learn from this particular data. Yes, this is addition of two numbers. So the machine will tell you the logic behind that, guys. How you got this output from this input, your machine is going to tell you this is an addition, or this is a subtraction, or this is a multiplication. The machine is going to tell you how you got this output from this input. Same here also, the same thing. Whenever we feed the data to the past customers data, so it will tell you, it will explain. So in which cases the customer is becoming a defaulter or customer is becoming a non-defaulter, it will analyze the data and it tells you. Okay, so these are the cases where this customer is becoming a defaulter, is not paying the EMS promptly. So based on that, I can take a decisions here now. So machines are learning and machines are taking the decision by themselves. Maximum, you don't write any coding for that. No coding is, no programming. How the AI systems are taking the decision, no programming is written, guys. Machines has learned by itself from the past customers data, and based on that itself is taking the decisions. Okay, this customer is having the same characteristics of these people who delayed the loans, so don't give the loans to them. Why? Because there are going to be nothing but what we are saying is they're having a high chances that they becomes a defaulter. Something like this, they are going to be gets working on this, guys. That is a way how the machines are going to be learning from that. Then obviously we'll get a doubt, sir, if machines are learning by themselves, so then what is our work here now? Machines only going to learn, guys, but what data we have to feed to the machines, that is going to be decided by ourselves, guys. We have to decide it. Understood the point? So we have to decide what data we have to feed to the systems. Okay, so what kind of a data we have to give. So how the machines are going to learn. Main important is going to be, guys, there is going to be some algorithms. How the machines are going to learn with the help of the algorithms. So which algorithms we have to use? What kind of an algorithms we have to feed? So that is what our decision, guys. So it is our expertise as a data science expert or a machine learning expert. It is our expertise to decide. It is our expertise to decide which algorithm we have to use, what data we have to feed to the machine. Not only that, after the machines has learned, how effectively the model has learned from the machine, from the data. Simply the machine says that I learned, that is not sufficient, guys. Based on that, I cannot take a decision. So how efficiently the machine has learned, which is nothing but we have to do some kind of an evaluation. Okay. So what is our main important steps, guys? Machines are going to learn by themselves. Okay, fine. But what data we have to give? As I said that no, we have to give the details to the machines. But how the machine has to learn? What data we have to give it to the machine? What data we have to feed? Whether the machine has learned something, whether it has learned, how much effectively it has learned it, evaluation of the performance of the model, all these things are going to be our expertise. So to do that, obviously, no doubt, guys, there is going to be some maths and stats is going to be required, guys. Some little bit maths. That means you need not to be an expertise in the maths. You need not to be an expertise in the stats, guys. You need not to be that much. Everything is nowadays become very easy. But only thing is there are some numbers are there, guys. For example, see, simple example. There is going to be a statistical number called as what we can call it as correlation. Correlation, or what we call it as covariance. Actually, correlation, covariance is same. Correlation is derived from with the help of a covariance. What is the formula for that? You need not to worry about what is the formula. You don't require to know about what is the formula. Sigma, something like x minus x bar, y minus, which is going to be y bar, divided by standard deviation of x, standard deviation of y. Some formula will be there, guys. You need not to understand what is the formula. For example, you ask what is going to be correlation formula, guys. What is going to be correlation formula? So they will tell you the equation. As I said that no, it is going to be xi minus, which is going to be xi bar, divide minus into y minus, which is going to be yi bar. It is a standard deviation of x, standard deviation of y. Something that says that this is going to be the formula. You need not to know what is this formula. But if that number is going to be closer to 1, what is the meaning of that? If it is closer to -1, what is the meaning of that? And if it is closer to 0, what is the meaning of that? If you know this number representation only, sufficient, guys. If it is closer to, if it is almost all equivalent to 1, or it is almost all equivalent to -1, or if it is 0, it is a number between -1 to which is going to be +1, guys. Okay, so you need not to worry about the formula. What is that particular representation? What exactly that correlation represents? It is only representing that whether two variables are having any relationship, two numerical values is having any relationship or not, it is going to tell you, guys. That is what we can call it as the correlation formula. It is a value between -1 to which is going to be +1. As I said that, you have to know what is that number represents. What is the formula for that? How do you calculate that? All these are not required, guys. All these are going to be not required. There is some formula will be there. The formula is going to be -0.424. Means if this value is going to be increases, the other value is going to be nothing but it is decreasing. That is what it is saying, guys. Negative correlation is what we call it as. Positive correlation means if one variable increases, the other variable also increases. Just you have to know what is that number represent. Formula, it is not required. I think you understood, guys. You need not to understand how this value will come. What is that value represents only, we have to work with that. Just one more example I will tell you. There is a concept called as entropy. This entropy is generally a value between 0 to 1. There is a lot of formula will be there. Sigma, they says that which is going to be minus, which is going to be pi into which is going to be what is the entropy of I, where I is equal to nothing but something I belongs to something called as an X. So what is this formula? No need to worry about that. But what is that entropy represents? That is only what you have to understand. What is meaning of entropy equal to 0? What is the meaning of entropy is equal to 1? So just an example I'm telling about. There is something called as a decision tree classifier will be there. See how I'm implementing that. Decision tree classifier will be there. Don't worry. What is that? A decision tree classifier. What is entropy formula? You don't require. Okay, just you have to know about the value. We'll explain it, but you need not to worry about that formula. Sir, I can't understand that. Just only the takeaway is nothing but what is 0, what is 1 stands for. So the simple we'll do like this. Decision tree classifier criterion is equal to entropy. If you know the spelling of entropy, that is sufficient, guys. We can implement this algorithm. That is an algorithm, guys. Just if you know what is the spelling of entropy, that is sufficient. That is what simply I want to say, guys. That means you understood what is my main point of discussion here now. Just even if you don't know what is the entropy formula, even if you don't know what is that entropy also, we can implement it. But without knowing what is internally happening, without knowing what is an entropy, how it is working internally, we cannot understand. It is going to be something like a magic. You know that right now. So whenever you're watching the magic, you don't know how. That means we are going to feel very excited when I see a magic show. But whenever you know what is the trick behind that, because everyone knows that magic is only just a trick. If you know that particular trick, then the magic show does not be, which is going to be that much, you are not going to enjoy that. But because you know the trick there. Same here also. Simply if you know what is going to be entropy, you will enjoy training the model, guys. If you don't know what is criterion, what is an entropy, and first of all, what is the formula for entropy, you don't enjoy implementing. Something it is working, something it is coming. Only that is only thing you know that. But how to control that? What is the main control of that? You cannot do that. That is the reason you have to know what is entropy and how it is calculated. But for implementation, it is not required. Only spelling is sufficient. Just ENTROPY. If you know the spelling, that is sufficient, guys. You can implement decision tree. I can make you understand also, guys. We can start training the model. But without knowing what is an entropy, you cannot control that particular models. That is the reason why you have to understand this, guys. So as we can simply to make you understand, guys, as I said that in data science, what we are going to do, guys, we are going to make the machines to learn. Okay, to make the machines to learn, some input data is required. So that is the data which we have to decide what data we have to give. If every data if we given to the machines cannot study it properly, guys. That is the reason why we have to require to study something like this. Okay, so that is the one what we can see about that particular implementation, guys, and that is going to be the concept of this particular the particular implementation of that particular data science. So I'll give you a little bit more. I'm going to give you a little bit more details in the coming classes, guys. No need to worry about that. I'm going to give you a more and more details. I'm going to give in the coming classes. I'll give you guys. Okay. So just today is only just like an introduction session only. So that's why what I'm going to do, guys, I'm not going more details into that. Just it is going to be a basic understanding only. Just I've given some idea that I just given some idea only, not for any other implementation, guys. Okay. So that's it for the today's class, guys. So as I discussed about that, so just a today's session is going to be a very it is going to be a very small session, guys. I didn't started with anything. So just what I'm going to do, guys. So as I said that in coming days, another 3 or 4 days, guys, I'll give you a more and more details about that, our training program, what is our course curriculum, all these things I'll give you in the coming days, guys. In the discussions, I'll do that little bit introduction. After that, we'll go for the implementation, guys. Okay. So that's it for the today's class from my side, guys. Now, if you have any questions from your side, I can take some 5 to 10 minutes of your questions, guys. If any generalized questions, otherwise we'll discuss it in our coming classes, guys. I'll tell you. Okay. Anyhow, anyone, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to discuss. You can unmute yourself and you can speak, guys. Right. Yes, yeah. Yes.
Can I speak Telugu, sir?
Yeah. Yes. Just a minute. Just give me a second. Yes. I think your voice is low. Can you adjust your mic, please?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir, is it
Yes.
okay?
It's okay, but the voice is very less. I think it may be you are using the mic of your laptop or using any headphones. Okay. Go ahead.
Is it okay, sir?
Now it is okay. Fine. Right.
Okay, sir. Sir, can I speak Telugu?
Yes, you can speak, but I recommend English because it's not for us, not for me. Other people also should know. Okay, fine, no problem. If you can speak English, or else just you can speak. Otherwise, I'll explain them to, because if it is generalized question, I will have to explain with everyone
ఓకే
else.
ఓకే
Yes,
సార్
yeah.
ఇప్పుడు
Hmm.
ఈ క్లాస్ లో నేను టెక్స్టువల్ డేటాని మెషిన్ కి ఫీడ్ చేయడము
Hmm.
ఇమేజెస్ ని ఫీడ్ చేయడము
Yes,
సీక్వెన్స్
yes.
ఆఫ్ డేటాని ఫీడ్
Hmm.
చేయడము
Hmm.
ఇవన్నీ నేను ఈ క్లాసెస్ లో నేర్చుకుంటానా సార్
Yes, absolutely. So yes, I think who has been knows Telugu, so they can understand what is their question. So she's asking that can I feed some images to the machines? Can I feed some kind of an text to the data? Absolutely, we are going to do that. So just for a small timing, I'm telling about that. It's a little bit new terminology for you. So feeding the text to the data to the machines is going to be part of your NLP. That is what we are going to call it as natural language processing. So that NLP is going to be part of our training program. Plus, along with that, obviously, whenever you are feeding some images, when you want to feed some images to the machines, that is what we are going to call it as what we can say is image processing, or what we are going to call it as computer vision projects, what we are going to call it as. Okay.
CNN, convolution neural network.
Convolution neural network is a network, actually. It is a network. So this processing of images is what we are going to call it as computer vision. Basically, the topic is nothing but what we are going to call it as a computer vision, what we are going to call it as. Okay. So this is what we are going to call it as computer vision projects. Inside the computer vision projects, whether you use a neural network or whether you use a deep neural network or convolution neural network does not matter. But mainly, as I'm saying that, it is going to be computer vision is a field of study within the artificial intelligence that focuses on enabling computers to intercept and extract information from images and videos. Okay, fine. So that is what we call it as computer vision. Just before, that means before your class only, absolutely we are going to do that. So we are going to do all that basic examples, obviously as part of deep learning and all these things, we are going to do that. So just that means just to say that just before your session only, I just currently implementing this particular artificial neural networks. So which is going to be currently we are working on the what we can call it as the images only we are working currently. So just to show that it is going to be images. These are all part of the neural networks, what I'm going to be using. This is going to be what I call it as ANN. And there is one more, every class it will go on. It is going to be one more example, if you can say, is there is going to be, this is a convolution neural network, CNNs, what we are going to call it as. But the concept is nothing but what we are going to call it as as I said, that computer vision projects. Mainly in computer vision, we are going to use the convolution neural networks and all these things, what we are going to be using. This is going to be convolution neural networks. We are going to use it. We'll train the models and we have to evaluate the model performance. Absolutely, we are going to be discussing all the concepts as part of our training program. Right?
ఓకే సార్ ఇప్పుడు మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్ లో ఉన్న సూపర్వైజ్డ్ అన్సూపర్వైజ్డ్ సెమీ సూపర్వైజ్డ్ రీఎన్ఫోర్స్మెంట్ ఈ 4 నేర్పిస్తారా సార్
actually 3 we don't have very semi supervised specifically.
That means
people call it
that one is the combination of supervised and unsupervised.
No. That is people's terminology, but actually speaking 3: supervised, unsupervised and reinforcement.
Okay.
We'll see all the 3.
ఓకే ఇప్పుడు డీప్ లెర్నింగ్ లో ఉన్న 3 టైప్స్ సార్ ఏఎన్ఎన్ సిఎన్ఎన్ రికరెంట్ న్యూరల్ నెట్వర్క్
we'll see all the 3
న్యూరల్ నెట్వర్క్
once again
ప్రాక్టికల్ గా చూపిస్తారా సార్
these are all practical only, right? These are all, we'll see how the neural networks are designed, how to train the models, how to evaluate the model performance, all of them everything is going to be conceptually. Why my classes will be takes more time? Why? Because I'll take more time. Why? Because in every class I will write the notes. In some training programs, what they will do is I'll share this code to you. Okay, and say that I'll run this code, just see this code, this is loading the data, this is coding me, this is the one. If I explain like this, within 1 or 2 days, I can complete off. But in every class, I'll write this code. This code, everything I'll write it. Even it is repeating code also, I'll write it continuously every time. Because it is up to you. You have to learn means only by coding only we have to learn. Simply if I give the coding to you, you cannot understand. Already who are already having the knowledge, they can learn easily from the code. But learners, we cannot do it, right? So everything we are going to do it.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు పైథాన్ లో ఉన్న లైబ్రరీస్ మ్యాట్ప్లోట్, ఎస్కేలోన్ లైబ్రరీ అండ్ కెరాస్, పైచార్ట్ ఇవన్నీ నేర్పిస్తారా సార్?
We'll do all of them. Matplotlib, Seaborn, okay, mainly data visualization. Mainly these are depends on that particular libraries only. See this here, I have used the library called as pandas. I used the library called as Matplotlib. This is model selection, scikit-learn, and these are going to be Keras models.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yep. Right. Anyone else, guys? Any questions if you have?
Hi, Vamsi. This is
hi.
Rajkumar.
Yeah, Rajkumar. Yeah.
Vamsi, I have 4 years of experience in ETL and data SQL and coming to basic Java language.
Okay.
Is it suitable for me? Can I?
It's suitable means see. Actually,
do I need any much and experience in IT side?
No. It's not the part of your experience and expertise. That is a different. We'll discuss it later. I'll discuss it in the later discussion. See, first of all, what do you understood from this introduction part? So just can you tell me what is just a summary? So to learn data science, what is required? Just can you tell me what is required for learning of data science? So do you feel that any logics is required or any programmatical part is required? So do you require any such kind of things to learn the data science?
No.
Why? Because
logical thinking. So
because who is going to learn from the data here now?
Nobody is. Machines
will learn. Then what is my expertise here? How to feed the data? Just a basic working with data, loading the data, doing some manipulations with the data, analyzing the data with the help of visualizations. So obviously we require some programming language. That language we are going to learn is going to be Python. Okay. So though you are not expert in the Python, you are saying that you are already having 4 years of experience in the industry. So you know the importance of Python. So you know about the Python also, right?
Yes.
Maybe you understand that Python is a very easy language to learn, right?
Yes.
Isn't it? So very easy language to learn. So we have a Python libraries. It is going to be a Python libraries are going to be there. A lot of libraries are going to be there. They will do the work. You need not to worry about that particular work by yourself. So maximum, see, everything is going to be done by itself. You need not to write any code. See this, just some kind of 1 or 2 lines of code. Hardly you cannot see more than 2-3 lines of code. Okay, anywhere you see, it is going to be hardly 2-3 lines, 4 lines of code. Not more than that, we are going to be writing there, right? So everything is going to be done with the help of the Python libraries only. You have to understand what is the concept behind that. But working with the logic is going to be programming part is going to be nothing important here now. We'll take the help of Python, R, etc. and we are going to implement the things.
Yeah.
Okay. So coming to the expertise and all these things, experience, we'll discuss it later. That means right now it is a little bit early to discuss. So expertise is required. So if you're having a 4 years of experience or 10 years of experience does not matter. So how much, obviously you know that how much you have the knowledge of data science, that is going to be. Second thing is going to be, are you able to integrate some, for example, already having a 4 years of experience. So is it possible to show 1 or 2 years experience on the data science as part of your current project? If it is possible, show some experience, put some experience on the machine learning or data science as part of your data. So you are working on ETL. Obviously, you have some access to your data also. So with whatever the knowledge you gain here, you try to implement some machine learning models on that, just like a logically, no need to implement practically. And you can put in your resume saying that I done this, so that we can show some experience on that. But how to show and all these things, we can discuss it offline later.
Sure, Vamsi.
Okay, fine.
Thanks.
Yes. Any others, guys?
Hey, Vamsi, are you
Yes,
going to explain any basic stats as part of this call?
Yes, absolutely. Everything. See, the only prerequisite to start with your data science journey with me, I'm talking about that, just an interest to learn. And second thing is some dedicated time, plus a little bit basics of data, Just a little bit knowledge, even if you don't have any knowledge, because see, nowadays everyone having a minimum exposure, guys. Like as part of your graduation, as part of your bachelor's, everyone is learning some basic knowledge of database, a basic knowledge of Excel, a basic knowledge of what is CSV file. Nowadays, everyone is talking about cloud also. So a little bit interest, okay, dedicated time. And apart from that, some basic programmatical skills, basic data knowledge, if you have it, that is sufficient to learn it. Remaining, I will take care about that.
So that is one
Mm.
question. My second question
Mm.
was, so as part of this course,
Mm.
you are, I mean, from the basic demo that we
Mm.
got, you might be doing model building, right?
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So
Model building or model training, we call it as, yes.
yes, model building or model training. So are we, I mean, are you going to show us like the deploy model, once the model is built, are we going to deploy?
Yes.
So
Yes,
are you,
absolutely, absolutely. We are going to do two types of deployments will be there. One is local system.
okay.
Okay. So what is the problem with the local system? I have to share with everyone. For example, you all want to use my model. What I have to do, I have to share this model to everyone. I have to share with that. If I deploy it into the cloud, what is an advantage?
You can share.
Anyone can access it from the cloud. I need not to share it. If I give some credentials or some keys, that is going to be sufficient. I need not to share the files and all these things, right? So we'll see two deployments. One is going to be on the cloud and one is going to be on the local system.
Okay.
Okay.
So the next question was, you are talking about prompt engineering. So you're going to explain
Yes.
about prompt engineering as part of this course?
Yes, yes. As part of this course, we have it.
Okay.
But it is not in depth. See, we are not going to go for a complete dedicated generative AI and completely dedicated, which is going to be this one. So see, just simple to say that if there are 10 models are there, I will teach you one or two models as part of the generative AI. Okay, if you want to learn 10 models, you have to join for this separately. There is generative AI classes will be there. Dedicated generative AI. Then we don't discuss about machine learning, deep learning. But this training program mainly concentrates on which is going to be the fundamentals of which is machine learning concepts and the deep learning concept. Mainly, we are going to concentrate on it. Completely dedicated to these two topics. So generative AI is there, prompt engineering will be there, all this will be there, but not completely in depth about that. If you want to learn more and more separately, we have some separate generative AI batches will be there. You have to join those particular batches, but without knowing this, you cannot go there. Right? Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, got it, Vamsi.
Yeah.
And you will be using Python only, right?
I use a completely Python with a little bit of R language also.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Right. Any more questions, guys? Anyone?
సార్ ఇప్పుడు డేటా సైన్స్ అంటేనే డేటా ప్లస్ ఈ టెక్నాలజీస్ మిషన్ లెర్నింగ్ డీప్ లెర్నింగ్
Machine learning, deep learning, NLP, all these things, total maths, stats, everything, data visualization, data cleansing, data manipulations, data loading. Okay, everything, linear algebra.
కలిపి మనం డేటా సైన్స్ అంట అంటే డేటాని ఎలా ఫిట్ చేస్తున్నాం మెషిన్ కి
Yes. So that means whatever the techniques, see, finally, to get some, our main target of data science is to get some insight from the data, understanding the data. So to understand the data, we require some skills. See, whatever the data that you have got from the online, if you feed it to the data, machine cannot understand it. Sometimes we have to clean up the data. We have to do some manipulations. To understand, we have to do some data visualization, analysis we have to do. So these are all going to be the techniques which we have to implement them. So all these techniques collectively is what we call it as data science. Even the definition of data science is also the same thing. It is an multidisciplinary field where we are going to learn multiple techniques, methodologies, processings, algorithms, okay, systems, and so many things, etc., to get some insight from the data. Maybe the data may be a structured data or it may be an unstructured data. Does not matter. From anywhere you are able to get that particular information must be there. Right. Okay. Fine, guys. Hope I think I have answered most of your questions, guys. So anyhow, already time is 9:10. So just for today, we'll stop it here, guys. Don't worry. If you have any, yes.
Hello.
Yes,
Hi,
hello.
Vinayak.
Yeah, Vinayak. Yeah, Vinayak.
Actually, my question is related to are there any centralized workspace provided by DURGASOFT throughout this course?
No, No, we don't give any workspace. It is your self-install. You have to install in local machines only, and you have to create your own environments by yourself. We'll guide you what softwares or all these things are required. You create your own environments. We don't have any cloud environment provided from our side.
Oh,
Okay. Bye. Right, guys. Okay, guys. Thanks all of you for today, for attending this demo session. So join for the next couple of classes also, guys. We'll get to know about like what is data science and all these things. We'll come to know that. And after that, if you feels that okay, it is suitable for me, I want to change it, or this training is good, we'll understand everything. Then you can decide to go ahead with that particular course training programs, guys. Okay. So that's it for the today's class from my side. So thanks once again, all of you. See you tomorrow, same time at 8 a.m. with the same link, guys. Thanks all of you guys.
Hey Vamsi,
Yes, Anil.
do you use SAS for your model building? Or?
No, we don't use. SAS is a data, that's it. We don't use any SAS, but you use as a SAS file for loading the data. Apart from that, we never use a SAS for model building.
Okay.
Okay, SAS is basically for clinical. It's it is also analysis. It is also goes to do the same thing. But only thing is, SAS is generally used for this one clinical data analysis. They'll use as basically. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Correct. So thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thanks all of you guys.